Folks from the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum are in studio this morning. That means Henry Sweets, the executive director, is here. Henry, good morning.
Good morning, Harold.
And Melissa Cummins, the PR lady, is in
Yeah,
studio.
that's me. Good
I,
morning.
I didn't have the official title in front of me, and PR lady.
PR works. Works
just,
good.
Just sums it up. Yeah, but of course, Henry kind of did a guest appearance with Jerry Welch earlier in the week because we want to re-emphasize what Henry was talking about then. There is a big event coming up in the life of the museum this weekend.
Yes, Harold, we're very, very fortunate to be able to have a premiere showing is the wrong word. They don't like us to use premiere at this point, but an advanced screening
There you go.
of the new Hal Holbrook documentary that's coming out. This year makes 60 years that Hal Holbrook has been portraying Mark Twain in his Mark Twain Tonight performances. And to mark that, a documentary has been produced that traces his development of and presentation of that program through the years. And this goes back quite a ways in terms of the production on it. In 2011, we held a conference here on Mark Twain. It had scholarly papers and so on presented. And the film crew was there and interviewed a number of the Mark Twain scholars who were there for that conference. And part of those interviews is going to be in this documentary. So Hannibal has a small contribution to make to the documentary. The production is going to be shown at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and it's open to the public. We do have a $12.50 charge to get in. You could get a ticket at the museum, or you can just buy one there at the door on your way in. The bigger attraction, I guess, to go with the afternoon, in addition to this film, is that the producer of the film, Laura Smith, will be in town. She's going to make some introductory remarks before the film and then be there to answer questions about the making of the film after people have had a chance to see it. So this is a little different than just going and seeing a film because we have the producer of the film there to describe what was going on.
And of course, the producer, I mean, she's got quite a resume above and beyond this particular documentary.
Oh, yeah, she's quite an accomplished person, and this will show the expertise that she has. And this is going to be demonstrated in another way for those who are able to get out tomorrow morning, Harold. On Friday morning at 10 o'clock at Hannibal-LaGrange, she's going to be having a workshop on film production, along with one of the representatives from the Missouri Film Commission. This is being hosted by Hannibal-LaGrange University. There's no charge for the workshop. All you have to do is show up. But I think this would give people a better idea of how a film like this is actually produced. So we have a chance not only to see the film, and I might point out it's going to hit the theaters in the spring, but we don't know how widely it'll be distributed. So it may or may not actually be in Hannibal come spring. So this is an opportunity to see this documentary.
And could very well be folks' only opportunity to see it.
Without heading to St. Louis or one of our larger cities, this may be the only opportunity you would have to see it.
Yes. And both, as you mentioned, both the workshop and the showing itself are at Hannibal-LaGrange.
Both of them are at Hannibal-LaGrange. The drama department there at Hannibal-LaGrange helped coordinate the workshop that's going to take place. And again, this is open to anyone. And the students who attend there and other college students in the area are welcome to come on Saturday, and we have a lower rate for them to come in. It's $5 for college students with an ID to come in for the screening on Saturday. So we certainly hope that people will come out and take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, for fans of Mark Twain, for fans of Hal Holbrook, for folks who have been to either one or both of the Mark Twain Tonight presentations in Hannibal, whatever category you fall under, it'd be a good idea to come and take that in.
Well, one of the aspects that I hope the film is going to cover that'll be very interesting to think about, with Holbrook having done the performances for 60 years, early on, he was a young man dressing as an old man. Now he's an older man dressing as a younger man.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how they address that particular topic in the documentary as well.
Yeah, because he just turned 89.
He is 89. He'll be 90 shortly after the start of the year, and
Okay.
he's an incredible person. He already has a full schedule booked for 2015 at age 90.
That's amazing. But yeah, one of the highlights in my line of work, you cross paths with a lot of interesting people, a lot of famous people along the way. But having the opportunity to visit with and to meet Hal Holbrook, that's a highlight.
Well, he has performed in every one of our 50 states, and I forget how many foreign countries. He's really been an American icon, and his performances are what everybody else judges anybody's performance of Mark Twain to be, which isn't really fair for the people coming along.
That's right.
But the film will also cover some aspects that the general public may not know, and that is that when he got started on this, he went and visited with Mark Twain's daughter, Clara,
Yes.
and got her approval for what he was doing and got some tips on the speech patterns and how to perform. And that's something that, of course, nobody can do today since Mark Twain's daughter's been dead for more than 50 years.
Sure.
But it shows the professionalism that he started the program with and why he's been able to maintain it at such a high standard.
Sure. So folks need to keep that in mind. The workshop on Friday and the showing of the film on Saturday. And as far as other things going on in the life of the Boyhood Home and Museum, it is not going to be long, Melissa. We are going to be in the holidays.
We are, Harold, and the museum always has wonderful events that we have throughout the holiday season, and they're in conjunction with the downtown Hannibal events that'll be held starting the last weekend in November. Actually, we kick off that Victorian-inspired downtown Hannibal event on November the 29th. Mark Twain Museum will be hosting a Downton Abbey tea themed, and I have to admit I have never seen this show, but I understand it is extremely popular.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Molly Brown herself will be there to introduce a little bit of her tie-in with the Downton Abbey movie series, and she'll be speaking about her voyage on the Titanic and her life in Hannibal, Missouri. And we'll have Downton Abbey teas and cookies available for everyone. You can call the museum for tickets for that, and it's 2 p.m. at the museum. And then starting in December, Hannibal kicks off what we call a Hannibal Hometown Christmas event. Every Saturday in Christmas, we'll be hosting some events. And Henry and Gladys will be doing an event on December the 13th, a Clemens Family Christmas. And Henry will be talking about how Clemenses might have spent their Christmas in the 1840s. And Gladys will speak a little bit and read a letter that Mark Twain wrote about his daughter. I think, Henry, you can probably talk a little bit more about that.
Well, Mark Twain, or Samuel Clemens, found himself in a position that a lot of parents have when one of their daughters asked for something for Christmas and they couldn't find it to obtain to have on Christmas morning. And faced with the daunting problem of how do you let the daughter know, he sat down and wrote his daughter a letter, signing it Santa Claus at the end of the letter. And he explained in there why the doll furniture that the girl wanted was not going to be available. He also gave a lot of instructions for what was to be done on Christmas morning. And Gladys Cogswell will be reading that letter for our people, and I think you'll find it both very enlightening and very entertaining at the same time.
Indeed. So that'll be coming up as we get into the Christmas season. And briefly, if the folks in the meantime looking for gift ideas for that person that is difficult, if not impossible to buy for, you guys can help them out too.
We can. We have some wonderful, unique jewelry. A lot of people don't realize that. At the Gallery Gift Shop and the other gift shops as well, our gift shop manager, Miss Dina Ellis, does a wonderful job of finding different unique items that you might not find elsewhere in the area. And also, we currently have 33% running on our Holloway decor, which if you haven't got your house decorated for the holiday season, come on out to the museum and gather up some of those decorations.
So the folks can check that out as well. Once again, quickly give us the particulars on the events Friday and Saturday.
Okay, on Friday, we're going to have a film making workshop at Hannibal-LaGrange University at 10 o'clock in the morning. No advance registration needed, just show up for that. And then with that Hal Holbrook documentary, it will be shown at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. The doors will open at 1:30. You can either call the museum for tickets or just show up and purchase a ticket there at the door.
And again, that will also be at Hannibal-LaGrange.
That's in the Roland Fine Arts Center for that.
All right. And if the folks want more information about any of the goings on with the Boyhood Home and Museum, what's the best way to get that?
You can call the museum at 221-9010, extension 404. We also have a website, marktwainmuseum.org.
That's the way to find out what's going on with the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum. Henry Sweets, Melissa Cummins, we always appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.